My talk's called Great Founders Steal, or How to Design Your MVP. For those of you who aren't designers, it's about how to design, and I have no formal design training whatsoever. Alright, so let's go. My name is San. I run a company called Show Me, formerly called Easel. And so the one thing that we all know is that there's a lot of free shit out there. And this is one of the most amazing advances in the last few years. It's what's allowed Vin to pivot in 3 days. It's what Finn's talking about, what he's talking about, funding companies for a lot less than he used to. And it's things like EC2, it's things like Google Apps for Mail, it's things like Dropbox, all these things that allow us to build on top of these things instead of having to build them from scratch, right? So you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. You can, and these things knock down the barriers to building a great company and allow you to focus on what's really important, right? And what's really important is delivering happiness, right? Building things that people love, like movies. But it also applies to web services, and stuff that we're doing hopefully makes people this happy. So there are all these technical commodities, what Eric calls a commodity stack, that we use to build on top of, but what about for design? What about for this qualitative thing that there's no sort of open source framework for? What can we use to help ourselves design better? Well, it's every single website that's out there. It's all free. You can look at all the designs of these really amazing companies that have innovated and worked and to design great experiences for the masses, and you can build on top of that. So if you're building a video company, you can look at YouTube, and you can look at Vimeo and Veo and Blip TV, and you can borrow from what they've already built and what they've spent millions of dollars investing resources and design and research into. If you're building a social network, you can build, you can look at Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and MySpace. Actually, don't look at MySpace. And this all comes out of a great quote: "Good artists borrow, great artists steal." Probably attributed to Pablo Picasso. I'm not really sure, so don't quote me on that. And this is not a bad thing. Stealing is maybe inherently bad, but when it comes to design, this is actually a good thing because it leads to cross-pollination, right? Designers take from other designers. This is not just for startups, it's for even big companies, right? And they cross-pollinate and it leads to conventions, right? So when you look at YouTube, you see the video on the left, the big sort of space on the left versus the little space on the right. And this is a convention that's happened over the years. Video sites have been iterating on this and across different companies. So if you look at Vimeo, you have the exact same thing, almost the exact same proportions. You have the big video on the left, the little column on the right for the extra stuff. What's really interesting is that the great designers not only take from the conventions, but they customize it for their own needs. So if you look at YouTube, you have the thing on the right, and all those recommendations are for videos that are related to this video, but not necessarily from the same uploader. It's from all the other uploaders in the community. And Vimeo is the exact opposite almost. It's videos from this person, this uploader. And it's not necessarily videos on the same topic. Very, very different approaches, right? Same kind of visual format, but it leads to our understanding of what these sites' goals are. And YouTube's goal is more page views, right? They want you to click on videos, keep clicking. When you're done with the video, go to the next video. It doesn't matter who it is or where it's from. And Vimeo's concept is this concept of a sort of self-expression platform, right? The idea of a portfolio where videographers, creative artists can show off their work. And so what we can infer from these designs is a very sort of innate goal that these websites have. And the big takeaway is steal smart, right? Take from other examples, take from other conventions, but always refocus it to your own needs, right? Customize it to your own goals that you have as a company. And the other thing is see critically. Develop a critical eye. Look at things. Every time you look at a visual element, look at why they made it that way, right? Go beyond the surface and look at the sort of goals behind that choice. So my name is San. You can follow me on San Kim and showmeapp.com for company. Thanks, guys.